Shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring this video.
Look at this. Isn't that pretty? This lady has got it on loan. She's doing a video on it.
What's up everyone, Sara Dietschy, Runs with Peachy here. This past week I did a little switcheroo with my cars. I left my Tesla Model Y in my garage and I said hello to, well, this massive, huge Hummer EV pickup truck. Now, the internet has a ton of opinions about this truck. It was a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it thoroughly, so I can't wait to share with you actually what it's like to drive this car. I'm not a technical car reviewer, but I do review tech, and these cars are getting more tech by the day. It's kind of crazy. So I'm gonna put it in, some context in comparison to Tesla, since they are the leader in the EV market, but the Cybertruck's not out, so it's not gonna be apples to apples. But this is a real electric pickup. We only have Rivian right now, right? And I remember seeing this, and a lot of people are like, this is just a concept, this isn't going to be a real car. So I'm here to tell you, oh, this is a real car, and I've been driving it like crazy. It has been so much fun to get the reaction from my family and friends from this car. Not only is it big, but it's fast, and it is so different in comparison to other EVs because, GMC actually has a lot of features from their other trucks in this truck. It's not a car, it's a big truck. It has the same GMC tailgate that can be found on their other trucks, so you have a step into the truck bed, and it also features a boombox. You have the retractable cover that can just be controlled by 2 buttons. The battery has a range of 329 miles, and then you have a 4-panel roof that can be removed and placed in the very spacious front trunk if you're new to EVs. So we got the charger in here and also the bags that the rooftop panels can go in. Let's see, give you some context on how big. There we go. This is a pretty big front, and they even put a button inside if you find yourself inside of the front for some reason. The only bug I guess I've experienced is pressing the button on the key fob or from inside actually doesn't shut the front, so I have to manually do it, which is kind of annoying. It doesn't feel right when I manually do it. Feels like it should be automatic. By now you have seen the size of the wheels on this truck, so there are a ton of off-roading capabilities. You have a underbody armor, you have cameras everywhere, and there's one really cool angle that's directly underneath your car. Oh, I didn't know you had that one. So you can see if your stuff in the bed of your truck is still there. Adaptive air suspension to be able to raise and lower the suspension height, and a crazy good turning radius that makes you feel like you're driving actually a tiny car. And then also you have the infamous crab walk.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
And guys, if I'm gonna be honest, the crab walk is kind of pointless. It's like one of those party tricks where you're like, hey, got a new car. I can fit in tight spaces with it. But the turning radius is already so good that you really don't have to switch into crab walk to do those things.
How's parking?
It's actually not that hard.
But you can also see how close to the curb you are.
Everything.
For height context, I am 5'5", 5'6" on a good day, so this is a big boy. And we already start walking up to the car with a lot of the details where you can't really see it right now because it is very bright, but you have a little HEV symbol on the ground there. And getting up here, is a little bit of a challenge, but you have nice grips along the way to assist you. Okay, so point number 1 that I've actually grown to like more about this EV than my everyday in Tesla is that this Hummer is a maximalist car. And Tesla is well known for their minimalist interiors, and just everything about Tesla is very minimalist. I think once we go inside is where you see the biggest difference with electric vehicles that are $100,000. You have the X that's $100,000 and this car that's $100,000. So let's hop inside here. Hey guys, we're gonna do some ASMR because we're in an electric vehicle and it's so quiet. Here you have the infotainment system. It's super maximalist, but I love it. The graphics are amazing. Okay, we gotta stop that. The graphics are phenomenal. They're like super like military-esque, macho. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but I actually really like it. Look at how insane these graphics are. I mean, they're just so extra. So I'm changing modes right now. Terrain mode, off-road, and they have really like interesting copy. Kicking up dirt, absolutely. Paved roads, no. Respect the watts. Use off-road only. This is the rover that they helped build. It was an electric rover that they helped NASA and Boeing build for the Apollo missions. It's kind of funny driving this thing, the looks you get. I don't know if they're good looks, but there are looks. You definitely feel like you're the king of the road in this Hummer. I am obsessed with all of the physical buttons. It feels like I'm in a freaking spacecraft or something. I feel like this car is just fun. You don't really think of fun when you think GMC, you know? Ooh, we got a show off on the road. This is my first time driving on the highway. The truck is huge. I'm not used to driving, again, such a unit of a car. I think the thing I have to watch most is just the width of the car. You know, I'm never really thinking about, okay, how close am I on the right side to the other cars? I'm also gonna show my grandpa later in the video this car, because I come from a long line of truck drivers. I'm pretty excited to see what he's gonna say about it. So as you can, I'm sure, hear, there is a lot of the road noise inside the vehicle. Definitely more than my Tesla Model Y. But again, keep in mind, you have these monster wheels on this thing, right? And I have 4 removable rooftops above me. First time I'm doing this. Should only be 2 latches each. I'm gonna roll down all the windows here first. Let's see. This is my favorite button ever in here. There's so many buttons. There's a button to roll down all 4 windows at the same time. It's super fast. Wasn't that super fast? Now we're ready. Now we're ready. That was like way easier than I thought. Yeah. It was only like 2 latches. Not sure if I'm doing this correctly, but that was easy. Oh my God, this feels amazing. I'm in a big ol' Hummer and now it's a convertible. Honestly, after this video, I think I just need to buy myself a 2-door Ford Bronco. I'll have my Tesla, you know, for the EV thing, for the fast acceleration. Should probably put my hair back, don't you think? Yeah. Oh my God, do I need to buy this? This is so fun.
I don't want to say anything because I don't want to encourage you, Sarah.
What's up, losers?
Those tires are huge.
Jeannie, I brought you a sweatshirt too.
Whoa, what is that? Is that a new Stay Peachy sweatshirt? Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you so much, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video. I made exclusive Squarespace merch because I wanted to try out their amazing feature for creators to be able to sell physical and digital goods. Ever since Squarespace did a complete revamp last year and introduced the amazing Fluid engine that really allows incredible drag and drop flexibility for your website, they also released a ton of tools for creatives. So this year with our partnership, I was like, hey, what if we made things a little bit more exciting and documented me switching over all of my creator needs to my Squarespace website. So my first objective is now actually completed, setting up Peachy merch right on my Squarespace website for the first time. Selling physical goods with Squarespace is easier than ever. This is actually real Peachy merch that you can buy now. It's going to be a Squarespace ad exclusive. I'm kind of keeping it on the DL right now. If you want to check it out, go to squarespace.com for a free trial, or if you want to get started today, go to squarespace.com/SaraDietschy for 10% off your first purchase of your domain or website. And for the first time, I actually have merch on the same website as my personal website, saradietschy.com/peachymerch. I don't know, it's kind of fun. Okay, back to the Hummer EV.
It's like a yacht.
I know. Okay, so I came in very judgmental and I'm kind of obsessed with it.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a thing right there.
Yeah.
How does it feel to drive?
It's actually really easy. Okay, so what does everyone think so far?
Oh, I love it. You kidding me?
Father?
Awesome. Very fabulous. This is my dream.
This is your
My dream
car?
come true.
Here we go. This isn't the fastest either. This is just the normal.
Oh my God.
So the launch mode shaves a second off of that. See, like I'm so much bigger than he is. Loser. Literally.
You really are. What the
What
heck?
a loser.
That's actually crazy. I mean, when you get up to speeds like that, this feels like a missile.
I know. So it's hard to tell, but it literally goes diagonal. Look, 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 look,
Oh!
look, look, look.
Oh, this feels crazy. I feel like we're ice skating.
I showed the car to my family yesterday, got Jeannie here today, and we're gonna go out to the grandparents on the ranch, see the cows, say hello, and I think that's the closest thing I can give you to off-roading, see how it does on very mild terrain. Very mild. Very mild. But also, more importantly, we have our Sonic drinks.
That's right.
Cheers. One of the reasons why I feel like Tesla might be in trouble is because, well, in the Hummer EV, it actually has most of the Tesla autopilot and full self-driving capabilities without the extra $10,000 price tag or the subscription. So Hummer EV has this thing called Super Cruise, but it also has the adaptive cruise control. So we'll do step one. So adaptive cruise control is what a lot of cars have. Basically, when you turn it on, I'm gonna set it right now. Okay, so I'm going 70 miles per hour, and it's basically gonna keep me at a decent distance in between here and the car in front of me. So I have it set to 70, but it'll go down to like 68, you know, if the car's going too slow in front of me. What was really cool, and what has worked much more better than I thought, was the Super Cruise. So this is not only going to keep me in the lane where I don't have to steer, I don't even have to keep my hands on the wheel, which is interesting because on a Tesla, they want you to keep your hands on the wheel. But on Super Cruise, they're just like, nope, let go. But the coolest part is it changes lanes for you. It says, this person's going too slow, so it'll automatically change you to the left-hand lane. So we're gonna do that right now. So I'm gonna press Super Cruise. And so the fact that the wheel is green right now means that it's doing it on its own. And so I'm not even gonna touch things. And I just gotta vibrate on my seat and it's gonna change lanes automatically for me. So what's really cool is the seat vibrates and gives you feedback on a lot of stuff. So if you get too close to a car behind you and you're backing up, your seat will vibrate. If it wants to change lanes, your seat will vibrate on the left to indicate, hey, you're going on the left. So with the combo of Super Cruise and also adaptive cruise control, you're a Tesla, essentially. And you're better than the Tesla that I have because I don't even have the $10,000 self-driving feature. Oh, it's changing lanes for me? Is it gonna go? Wow. So it knew, okay, we could probably go back to the middle lane now. That's crazy. We have arrived at the grandparents. See, this is a Truck, Texas. That's where we are now.
Truck country.
Truck country opinion.
That's handy. It tells you the speed limit. Look here, it's showing the stop sign.
Oh yeah. I won't go full speed, but I'll show you a little bit of the acceleration here.
That's pretty good. Don't drain your battery.
Correct, correct.
That's probably too much apps for me. I'm not impressed, except the 100,000.
Yep. Everything but the price tag. Now this is where the Hummer EV should be. Out in the ranch with the cows. know I'm not a professional car reviewer, but I guarantee you I might be the only one who's made a video about this car with cow poop on the tire. Oh, I think I just touched it. Okay, so by now you're probably like, hey, this is kind of a sick truck, or you still don't like it, and that's okay. This is a very like polarizing vehicle. It's not for everyone, one, because of the cost barrier, but two, it's just massive. But the elephant in the room here is charging. And it's not just specific to GMC EVs, but any EV that is not a Tesla. I know I've been talking about Tesla a lot in this video, I'm so sorry, but Tesla has the supercharging network where only Teslas can charge, and they are reliable and they're fast. I did an entire road trip to Breckenridge, Colorado last year in the Tesla, and of course it does add a couple hours to your journey, but it is super smooth. Every single charger worked, and we were in and out of there in only like 30 minutes. After we got a snack, went to the restroom, or had a meal, we were good to go. My charging experience with this guy has been pretty synonymous with everyone else's on the internet, and it's just like not good. Okay, so when I charge my Tesla from my garage from a normal wall outlet, I can get 5 miles per hour. Not a lot, but I don't drive a ton, so you leave it in there for 24 hours, you have a full charge. So I tried to do it on a set outlet, and this is what I'm getting. So this is what I'm getting on the Hummer. 1 mile per hour. On my way back from visiting my grandpa, we were actually close to a GMC dealership, and it showed up on the map as a fast charger, where they say you can get actually 100 miles of charge in only 10 minutes, which is insane, right? Well, it was on our map, but then actually when you go to the dealership, you have to download another app to access, and it's just, you have to jump through all these hoops. I tried, and it failed because the fast charger just wasn't on the app, so I wasn't able to authorize on the screen. It said like, authorize on the app before you start using it. I wish I could just put my credit card there and pay straight from the stall, but no, everything has an app.
That's the problem, too much apps for me.
So that didn't work, and we tried a few more. One, the screen was just broken. Another was just painfully slow, but it did work. There's no way that this is the fast charging 9 miles an hour, because we're going at a rate of 9 miles per hour. And so I tried a few more. Huge development. This EV Go in a Walgreens parking lot in Fort Worth. This is hope. This is hope. 65 miles per hour. I have not seen a charger like this. That's, you know, not as good as Tesla, but that's pretty good. Okay, so the charging worked, and it was pretty fast, and I got 67 miles, which is more than I need, but it was $18, which is like pretty expensive for the fast chargers. Definitely not used to that pricing. That's kind of insane. If you follow Stradman, he recently had to get his big old Hummer towed from the middle of Utah in really bad weather. So that's just still the awkward thing. All of these promises that the companies have for installing more chargers and making their network better is all kind of just talk until it's in real life and people have a comparable experience that they do with Tesla superchargers. That's why I can talk about how I like the physical buttons, I love this car, I love actually everything about this car all day until I'm tired, but it's not gonna make a difference because, hey, if I wanna drive outside of my immediate city, I can't charge it anywhere. The other videos that I have seen about the Hummer EV, a lot of the comments and concerns that people have about this vehicle is the weight, not just the weight individually, but coupled with the fast acceleration. Now, I don't think any dumb high school kids are gonna be able to afford this, you know, where they're gonna be like speeding inside neighborhoods, being irresponsible, but it's a valid concern. Electric vehicles as a whole are just heavier because of the batteries. The Rivian truck is over 7,000 pounds. The typical F-150 is around 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. This guy, 9,000. And the biggest difference again is that acceleration. You can go 0 to 60 in normal mode in about 4.5 seconds, 0 to 60 in around 3 seconds in the WTF mode that I didn't even try because there's not like a safe place for me to try that around here. And so some people are questioning like, hey, if we're gonna be having these super heavy vehicles that can go super fast, maybe there should be an extra thing that you do on a driver's test or to get a special license to drive these cars. I'm not sure.
I don't have those answers, but you guys let me know what you think about this truck in the comments down below. I genuinely had a lot of fun, and I was actually pretty judgmental going into this because I'm like, it's a Hummer. It's kind of like an obnoxious Hummer, but it was so much fun. Okay, let me know if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button down below for new videos every single week, and until next time, guys, stay peachy. There's a big group of people staring at me right now, so I'm gonna go. Bye.